Good evening, people. My name's darksmoka, and I'd like to welcome you to the Next Gen Racing versus MRC Group 3 Pro League. So this is just about to be the start of qualifying for quarter of an hour, and then we go into a 50-minute race. It's a team versus team race, but it is every man for himself. There is quite a nice prize awaiting the winner of this. So our friends at David Appleby Engineering have kindly donated 2 tickets to the Brands Hatch GT race with garage access. So, you know, if you win this, that's a pretty nice prize. So, let's go and have a look and see what's going on. Let's turn some times on for you. Flick through to the front man, Timmy. Timmy's one of the MRC drivers. He's in the Mercedes. We are racing tonight at Bathurst track. This is Australia, or Mount Paramount, as some of you may know. Timmy's on the racing softs at the moment. There is fuel wear and tyre wear in this race. At the moment, as I say, we are just in qualifying. Fuel wear is at ×3, fuel consumption is at ×3, and tyre wear is at ×4. There is a penalty system, there's no ghosting for the back markers, and slipstream is set at real. So we'll just have another flick through. Potter McPot 79, also on the racing softs. Also in the Mercedes. Getting a nice line through there. He's going well, he's going well. Okay, let's have a look at position 3. Perzel 288. He's one of the Next Gen racers. And he's driving the BMW. Through now to position 4, NGRE 30. He's in the Aston. Yep. Yep. We'll start to see some lap times now. Browse at Cashman. He's also an MRC driver. Potter McPot at the moment with fastest lap. 202.375. I'm sure that time will come down. Cashman looks like he's in the Corvette. He's up into 3rd now. Drop through to Janelle. Janbao, sorry, NGR Jambu. Excuse me. As you can see, they're obviously a next gen racer. Currently running a fastest lap of a 2:04.992 for himself. Little work to do, but it's only lap 2. It's a long old straight that. That's the 3rd gear corner. Hammer it up here as much as you can into 4th. Drop it down into 2nd, try not to lose it on this corner, and away. Let's have a flick through to Lowy now, just behind also a Mercedes. Seems to be quite a popular car tonight. Fastest time at the minute is a 2:07.9. Bit of work to do. Just catch him hitting the grass. A little squirrely through the S's. Flick through to L game. He's an MRC driver. Is a bit naughty if you get it wrong. Also driving a BMW. Naughty corners these. Get them right, it's nice and easy. Get them wrong, it'll be terrible. Try another flick through to MRC Dangly Ball. Very clever, sir. If we ever get a zoom in on his number plate, we'll see another little joke. Oh, it's on the back. Let's have a look, see if we can spot it on the way through. Naughty. Everyone's designed their own liveries tonight, but there are some exceptions with the decals used. Each team member has got their own team decal on it, and there is also a DAE engineering sticker, who are the sponsors of tonight's race. So thank you to them for putting up a very good prize for tonight. Well, sorry, not for tonight, for the series. This is a whole series, there are 12 races in total. I should go through the list at some point throughout the evening. Time in yet, just come out of the pits, I think. Bottom of pot now with a 2:02.149. So he's going well at the moment. There's still more time to be had. A quick change of camera. Some on-board perspective. Bumper cam, should I say. Through Hell Corner. Up the mountain straight now. Should get all the way up into 6, I'd have thought, all the way up here. Probably maximum speed. Almost. through Griffin's Bend to BP Cutting. And up through Reed Park. This is now a little bit into the wall there, through Sulman Park into McPhillamy Park. Now we go into the S's, the Dipper, the Skyline, onboard view. Hard for this one, through Forest Elbow, into what is commonly known Conrod Strait. This should be absolutely full speed down here. On board with Dangly Ball. Slams it through Caltex Chase. And now down towards Bury Corner onto the start-finish straight. In 6.056 in for now. Okay, we'll have a little flick back through the pack. See what's going on at the front. Potter McPot. Then still holding the fastest lap with a 2:02.149. Change the camera a little bit. Stay on a couple of drivers for a minute, see how they get on. As you can see there, the DAE logo on the back of Potter McPot's car from the sponsors tonight, David Appleby Engineering. Better than a 2:02 for Potter at the moment, though he is still holding that fastest lap. Hello to all the viewers. Leave a comment, say hello. Comment which team you're from, which team you're supporting. It's all downhill from here. Got to get these right. As you can see, it can be very naughty with the walls very close like that. Pull it in tight around here, Potter. There you go, try not to lose it. And then full power all the way down the hill, down the Conrod Strait. We might be looking for another fastest lap here. It's got a purple sector. See what he can do in this last section. And he has got a new fastest, 2:01.6. And I think that could be the end of quali. So as it stands, it's Potter McPot, L Game, Timmy 1987, Purzel 288, second. So Perzel 288, NGR Janbu in 5th. In 6th is MRC Dangly Ball. Let's quickly get to the front. Okay, change the... And they're off. So we'll carry on reading through the order. Cashman in 7th, Street Boy 02 in 8th, NGR E30 in 9th, Lowy in 78 in 10th. So you can watch Potter go up the hill. He's got a half a second lead across Timmy at the minute, also in a Mercedes. Timmy's holding his station well. Half a second gap over the man behind him, who is L Game in the BMW. Just have a watch of L Game. Jambu on him. Pretty much all a tight course, apart from very near the bottom where it opens up a little. But it's all sand traps around there. You have to be very careful on this track. Through to NGR Janbu. It's 3/4 of a second behind L Game, half a second up from Cashman. As you see him being followed by the chopper. Or Cashman looking at the inside there. Would have been brave to try it. Better pushing it down the hill. Let's see if there's any action. Potter McPot's made it off. Timmy's okay, he's still got a bit of a gap. Just watch Catchman, see if he can make the slipstream work down here. No, not this one. Okay, we'll have a flick back to Perzel. He's got a 1.4 second gap now to Mr. Dangly Balls, MRC Dangly Balls. There. Street Boy, he must have had a bit of a moment, maybe through the S's, missed. Dowie through Hell Corner. Got to get that one right. And finally to NGR 30. He's having a tough time of it. 12 seconds back already. To push it now. Flip back to the front. Potter McPot has got a 1.4 second lead. He's extended that well. Flip through to Timmy, who's being pressured by L Game at the moment. Stands, I do believe we've got 4 MRC drivers at the front, and Next Gen, I believe Next Gen for Perzel. Let's just check that. Yeah, Perzel is Next Gen. Dangly Balls is MRC. Street Boy is MRC. Lowy, he is racing for Next Gen. And NGR 30 is obviously rated for Next Gen. Oh, he's having a nightmare. 11.5 seconds back. But it's not all lost. This is a 50-minute race. Plenty of time to pull something out of the bag. Flip through to Timmy in second. He's made up some time. He's lost L Game a little. Not under so much pressure. So we're into lap 3 now. Potter McPot holding the fastest lap at 2:03.1. We'll see how tyre wear and fuel consumption works out later on in the race. Still pushing on Timmy there. Still coming up the hill. Game takes a slightly wider line into the corner to get the better exit. You've got to push it through these corners, really push it. Take it as close to the wall as possible, obviously without touching. Okay, we'll have a flip back to NGR Janbu, who's being chased down by Perzel 288. Little slide from the back end there, he's kept it, he's kept it. He's being pushed hard though. Let's see what Perzel can do down the hill. He's got the slipstream, just. He's not made it this lap. We'll have a flick through to MRC Dangly Balls. He's out on his own at the moment. He's got 2 seconds plus either way of him. Flip back to Street Boy. Managed to gain himself a 0.9 second penalty there. And being chased down by Cashman 31. See if Cashman can catch him up the hill. See if Street Boy manages to clear that penalty. Oh, Cashman's got him. Street Boy maybe went a little bit hard. He's trying to lose the penalty. So the Dangly Ball's got it wrong a little bit. Now been overtaken by Street Boy and Cashman, and it's probably under a lot of pressure from Lowy right about now. Yeah, he's catching him slowly. He's catching him slowly. So you see Cashman just hit the grass there a little bit. Seems he's managed to keep that place. He's looking at these rear-wheel drive cars, they can throw you all over the place. Coca-Cola livery. Flick through the pack then. So the Street Boy still trying to clear his penalty. Not losing too much time to Cashman 31. Dangly Balls is also in the mix, with Lowy not far behind. And NGR 30 making up some time. He was 11.5 seconds back. He's now 8.3, so he's now pushing. As you can see, he's got a bit of damage on his car, so he must have had a moment somewhere. Maybe front and back impact in the pack somewhere. But yes, he's gaining some time back. So we'll come back to Lowy. To the front. Potter McPot now, he's pulled a 2.3 second. Oh, he's pulling loads of time, 2.4 now. Tyre wear a little bit. He's not to keep it off the grass though, and off the walls. That's not going to do him any favours. See, he's lost a little bit of time now to Timmy. He's gained a bit back. See if he keeps it together through the S's. Yes, he has. Timmy has made up a little bit more time on him through there, but now Potter's on the way out. Oh no. Timmy's got it down to 1.9 at a moment there. He's now got L Game close behind him down the hill. Half a second now, gaining. This lap, no, not on that corner. Flick back through now to Purzel, who's got past Jambu. Pulling away quite nicely by the look. Got to keep it clean off the grass. Cashman now, yeah, he's made a good gap on Street Boy. Keep it together through there, as you can see the back ends are very lively on these cars. Flip back to Street Boy, who's now got Lowy pressuring him. Just over half a second back, probably in the slipstream. Help him, but not through this section. It won't. On the way down the hill, on the back edge of the course, maybe. If you can keep it together through the S's. Oh, he's lost a bit of time there. To NXT 30, he's now only 6 seconds back. So yeah, he seems to have found his rhythm now. Pushing a lot harder. Helps with an empty track, it allows you to just race the track rather than race people. Oh, Mr. Dangly Balls has lost it. Spun it off, now 21 seconds back from NGR E30. Let's see if he can pull a bit of time back. We'll stick with him for a minute. Down the hill through the S's. This is where tyre wear is going to come into effect later on. Struggle through there when your tyres are a bit worn out. Cars will be lighter through lack of fuel. As I mentioned earlier, fuel consumption is at times 3, and tyre wear is at times 4. So Mr. Dangly Ball still 21 seconds back. Okay, we'll have a flick through to the front. Pot now pulled a 2:02.786 as the fastest lap, and he's got a 7 second lead, sorry, over Timmy. He's still being chased by L Game. Having a good battle, these two. This seems to be where some action's at. We'll watch a bit of this. Sorry, I flipped the camera there. I'm supposed to be watching a game with Timmy. He's not managed to do it again this time. L Game. Purzel down, 3 seconds ahead of Janbu. To the 6th lap, race is stretching out. MGR Jambu now. Cashman. He's not closing in a minute. Maybe a little. Alright, let's flick through some fastest laps. Now Potter sitting at 202.538. This guy just seems to keep getting quicker. Timmy 1987 with a 203.342. L-Game with a 202.786. Perzel with a 203.317. Jambu now with a 203.809. Cashman, his fourth lap was a 203.995. So we'll just catch a glimpse of him hitting the wall there. Street Boy is a 203.866. Lowey's fastest lap is a 204.987. NGR 30 is a 203.730. Finally, MRC Dangly Ball is a 206.020. So roll back to the front. Lap these guys come in for tyres and fuel. I do believe majority of the drivers are on racing softs. Just gonna have a flip through and check that. Racing softs for everyone. Everyone's on the racing softs. So this is the Next Gen versus MRC team versus team race. It's sponsored by David Appleby Engineering, who's been kind enough to donate 2 tickets to the British GT race at Brands, I believe it is, to the driver that scores the most points in this series of races. There are 12 races in total. David Appleby Engineering are responsible for a lot of the GT cars. The most recognisable is probably the Invictus Games Jag. I think we've all seen that car. If you're into cars, which is rolling in the GT4 series. So yes, thank you to David Appleby for the tickets. And we hope the drivers do well. Score enough points, you never know, could be you. Just watch Potter McPot. He's one of the MRC drivers for tonight. He's actually current Fusion League champion. He won last season. I believe he's currently sitting in second in the Fusion League this season. Through to Timmy. Timmy is having a lot of pressure now. He's had it for a few laps from L-Game. Both of these guys are MRC drivers. Timmy 1987 is actually one of the original members of the MRC from season 1. So veteran. Why we're seeing him in second. L-Game, as I say, also an MRC driver. from Ireland, if you didn't already know from the flag. He's also in the Fusion League. I believe he's 5th. Very consistent racer, very clean. He was League 1 winner last season. He's now, like I say, dropped into the Fusion League, which is as your Premiership in football. As we stick with these men coming down the hill, see if L Game can use the slipstream, get past him. We will flick through the pack in a moment. Seems to be a bit of a close race from behind, so we'll go and have a look at that in a moment. 4 drivers very close to each other. Just flick back to that. Now rolling with Street Boy. First set of pits. Street Boy's in, I believe Loey's just come in. Just watch this. Guys in action. Bit of fuel. Let's see which tyres he's put on. He's almost out of fuel there, guys, as you can see. Taking a full tank on that one. So we flick through to Potter at the front. Catch him hitting the grass. He's now 5.7 seconds ahead after a race all of his own by the look of it. Seems to have plenty of tyres left. Fair bit of fuel. Seems to be doing alright. He's lost a bit of time there, now 6 seconds back. Game now in front of Timmy. Timmy's at a moment. L Game's tyres are about worn out. His track is brutal on tyres. Ah, there you go. There's Timmy's problem. He's struggling with. Apologise to catch that, Timmy. His tyres were very worn out, as you can see there. Front right absolutely devastated. Not going to get any grip with that. Loey also in the pits. Tyres not too bad, but he's absolutely ran out of fuel. Jambu also. He's got his tyres, he's just waiting on the fuel. His tyres also about half worn, not too bad. Maybe squeezed a couple of more laps out of those. So we're 26 minutes through this 50-minute race. As Jambu now comes out directly behind Timmy. He has gained himself a 1-second penalty. It may have been from shortcutting into the pits. Penalties are on in this game. Slipstream is set at wheel. Jambu can do anything on the fresh tyres. He might struggle. Timmy also on the fresh rubber. Both in the same car, so it's going to be all about the driver now. back down the hill through the S's. Jambu losing a little bit of time to Timmy, trying to drop that penalty as well, keeping it off the wall. And then this is absolutely flat out down here. And the Conrod Straight. Watch them now coming up to Caltech Chase. Third gear corner. Down towards Murray's Corner and start finish straight. So as mentioned before, this is a series of races. This is the Next Gen versus MRC team versus team race. There's 12 rounds. This round tonight is at Bathurst. Next round is at Monza. That'll be 2 sprint races, one of 10 laps and one of 18 laps. Round 3 is at Red Bull. That's also an endurance, 50 minutes. 4th round is at Brands Hatch. That's the sprint round again, so 10 laps and 18 laps, 2 races. 5th round is Suzuka with also a sprint. That's 10 laps and 18 laps. And then Fuji, that's an enduro. Into Lake Majuri for round 7, which is a sprint. 10 laps and 18 laps again, 2 races. Into Dragon Trail Gardens, which is also a sprint. It's 10 laps and 18 laps again also. And to BB Infield A for round 9, a sprint race. Up to the Nürburg 24-hour. That's going to be endurance of 50 minutes also. And so the 24-hour is the Nordschleife and the Grand Prix track as well, linked together. That's round 10. So at round 11 it's Catalonia, that's a sprint race. And round 12 is Cirque de la South, that's also an endurance race. So these endurance races are, they start with maximum fuel, and the guys can run with any tyres between racing hard and racing softs. But on the sprint races, they start with a full tank, probably no pit stops due to the length of the races, and anywhere between, I do apologise, on the 10 lap there's probably no pit stops due to the length. You can use anything between racing softs and racing hards. And in the sprint races, the 18 lap sprint race, they start with half a tank and they must use 2 tyres, 2 different sets of tyres of any combination of the racing softs and racing hards. Jambu's lost a bit more of that penalty. Catch a bit of action. Cashman, Street Boy and Lowy all quite close together. I'll stick with this for a moment. Cashman looks like he's gaining on Street Boy a little. See if he can pull him in through the S's or down the hill. So Cashman now is on the racing mediums. Looking like he might be trying to get to the end of the race. He's catching him a little bit. See if he can keep it down the hill. Away a little, good exit out the corner. Next Gen racing cars all got their own liveries, as of the MRC boys. They've all been allowed to do what they want, but they all have their MRC or team logo. So the MRC boys have got the MRC logo, Next Gen have got the Next Gen, but all cars have got the DAE logo of David Appleby Engineering, who's been kind enough to sponsor this event with a couple of tickets. So the winner of the 12 rounds, the man with the most points after the 12 rounds, will win a pair of tickets to the British GT race at Brands with garage access, and that's across. There are 2 lobbies of this, so this is the Pro Series, and there is also the Pro Am, which is running currently at the same time right now in a different lobby. So it's not just these drivers, there are possibly 12 other drivers with a chance of winning these tickets. And just a quick shout to Mark Sykes as well and Chris Cutler. Those guys pretty much head up NXT GEN racing. This is their series, so thank you for having us, guys. We appreciate it. I'm an MRC driver myself, but trying to be as unbiased as possible. I'd also give a shout out to Dennis Shower. He's the guy that's organised and set up the MRC as well, so thank you to all you guys who put all your time and effort into these things. Without you guys, we wouldn't be having these races, so you know, we appreciate it. So we're still watching Cashman. Street Boy's a bit of a gap to him now. Lowy might even be catching him. So Cashman did race in season 13 in the Pro Series. I believe he finished 7th. So we just see him coming around the Celtic chase. And Cashman is a little bit closer. Lowy is a little bit more typical than Cashman. Apologise. Guys all have to do a pre-qualifying from the qualifying tonight, just to see whether they're entered into the Pro-Am leagues, and then qualifying obviously tonight was putting them in their positions for the race. So we'll just have a flick forward now, see if we can catch any action. Game seems to have made a bit of a gap on Timmy. Purcell now in 2nd place. Eight and a half seconds back from Potter McPott. Seems to be having a really good race, this guy. See if Purcell can put any pressure on him down the hill. Potter McPott seems to be making up more time. Flick through to L game now. So yes, he's made a bit of a gap on Timmy after getting past him. Just under 4 seconds back from him. There's Timmy now. Oh, sorry Timmy, just catching you up in the mare again. Pressure by NBR Janbu, German driver, both in the Mercedes. Looks like Janbu might get the job done down here. No, he didn't go for the dive. Now he might get him up the hill with a slipstream. Both cars being the same. He's pulled out, he's going for it. Can he keep it? Can he make it stick? So we hit the Griffiths bend side by side. He's had to let off and allow Timmy to keep the place. Difficult place to overtake. He seems to have gone a bit wide as well. NBR Janbu lost a bit more time now to Timmy. damage is not on these cars. Visual damages, but not physical damage. So we just catch Timmy going a little bit squiffy again. Let's flick through now. There's a bit of action. DAE being chased down by Cashman after being overtaken. So Lowy was catching Cashman, and I mentioned it earlier. We just catch him going wide into the wall. Oh, that was a bit naughty, bit of a bash. He's done the gentlemanly thing and given the place back. Well done, boys. Well done. That's the kind of driving we like. He's got to make his time back up. It's a shame, but it promotes clean racing. You don't want to be knocking people off the track and just getting off. Otherwise, that would be the way to win races, and that's not what we're about. Clean racing, fair racing, that's what we're about. So we'll just flick through to Mr. Dangly Balls, give him a bit of coverage. Unfortunately, he's a minute back at the moment. I also had a race very similar to this last week at Bathurst. Half an hour race, I got pinned into the wall and had a very similar race. I was 45 seconds back by the end of the race. So I feel your pain, Miss MRC Dangly Ball. I do feel your pain. It's not nice, but you have to keep going. You never know what happens down the road. So I'll have a quick flick through now and look at lap times again. So Potter McPartner 202.3. And Purcell now on a 202.7 as his fastest. He's losing a little bit more time to Potter. L Game, can't physically see his fastest lap. Should have written it down. On there it's a 202.908. Seems to be very consistent around the 204s at the minute with the fresh tyres. Janbu also can't see his fastest time. That is on there. It's a 202.115. Street Boy, this is going disastrously. Nobody's got time up. 202.381. Timmy 203.320. NGR is a 203.206. Cashman's fastest time not on there. What's he got? A 204.405. That's the fastest one on there. I'm sure he's got quicker. I'm sure he's had quicker laps. Lowy now, he's at 204.560 is his fastest. Dangly Ball is a 204.145. So Dangly Ball has gained a little bit of time back, 5 seconds, 7 seconds. So he's doing all right. Cashman now in the pits. Looks like he's going for a fresh set of rubber. Let's see if he takes on board any fuel. He does take on board fuel. So this is probably the last pit stop for him. He's now on the racing softs. He did try the racing mediums. He obviously wasn't happy with them. He did lose a lot of time. So he got in the pits. Thought he'd risk it, lose a bit of time, but put the better tyres on. See if he puts in a good lap. So we go up through McPhilly Park now. Round into Sulman Park, now into McFilly Park, now into the S's, the Dipper, Skyline. As I say, get those wrong, you could be in trouble. Bouncing off the walls, it's not pretty. So we're just on board with Cashman now. Fresh set of racing soft tyres. Purcell also in the pits. Street Boy. He's on racing soft. He's come for a new set and some fuel by the look of it. 37 seconds back from the leader. Where's he come out? He's into 8th. He's kept it ahead of Cashman. See if Cashman can catch him up the hill. Might be a little bit too far back. So go through Griffin's Bend now. Flip through the pack a little. Jambu being chased by Purcell. Purcell was in 2nd. He's dropped now down to 4th. Purcell doing alright. He was in 5th last time we checked through. Chased down the hill by Purcell. I think he'll get him down here. It's a bit too far away. There's also some action behind. NGR 30 and Timmy. NGR into the pits. He's out all fuel. Tyres half worn. So we're 42 minutes into this 50-minute race. Pot seems to be enjoying himself out the front. NGR now leaves the pits. Comes out into 9th place. 7th place, sorry. Flick through to the front now. Have a quick look at the leader. This guy's gained 23.9 seconds above everyone else. And his fastest lap is now at 2:01.840. This guy's a machine. Another game now. He's almost having a race of his own. 11 seconds between him and Purcell. Jambu's now 3.6 back from Purcell also. So the race is very stretched out, as you can see. Good gaps between everyone. No action to actually report on. Mr. Dangly Ball's gaining a 4-second penalty. Fortunately for him, he's having a bit of a mare of a race, although he is only 35 seconds back. Last time we looked, he was 55 seconds back, so managing to pull 20 seconds in somewhere. That's pretty good. He's losing that penalty slowly. Not that I think it's going to help him a lot in this race. But, as I say, it's a 12-race series. Plenty of time yet to pull it back out of the bag. in the pits now. Five minutes remaining. Splash and dash. Just have a flick through, see if we can catch some action. No, not a lot going on. So dangly balls now, lost a little bit more time. He's losing time now. Counter's going bonkers. So he's only 27 seconds back from Lowy. Why it said 57 then, I don't know. 49 or whatever it said, I don't know. Flipping to Lowy. Again, everyone seems to be having a little bit of a race of their own at the moment. Bit of action here from Cashman and Street Boy. Cashman not long been in for new tyres, so probably rolling quite well. Whereas the tyre wear is not too dissimilar between them. Cashman maybe a little bit more. What I've seen, he has been driving it pretty hard. Legs on it to keep up with the beamer down the hill. As we see the DAE logo plastered all over the car. So not a lot going on at the moment. We'll have a little flick forward. And they all game reasonably close, but they're pretty safe from each other at the moment. Literally one lap left, one lap and a bit. So we watch the leader now, 28 seconds up. Just having a race of his own. Putting in the consistent laps. I can see there a 1:59.6, but I don't know why it's not showing up as his fastest lap. Right at the bottom there, lap 14, unless he had a penalty that lap. So it's not counted that as his fastest, I don't know, that's bizarre. But yes, I did see a 1:59. Start with Potter McPot's probable final lap, I'd have thought. Lap's being 2 minutes. And just over 1:30 left on the clock. Just have a quick flick through the pack. Wurzel now looking to put L Game under pressure under the last lap. Through to Purcell's view. Yeah, he's pulling him in. Give everyone a bit of coverage before the end of the race. Jambu now, also having a race of his own. He's got nobody in sight of him. Cashman and Timmy having a battle. Street Boy as well. It's almost three wide coming into that. Cashman's come out on top. Street Boy and then Timmy into the back of that little fight. Bit of final lap shenanigans. Cashman hit the wall, and that's obviously Potter finishing. Let's give everyone a last little flick through. It's DAE now. Again, everyone's just having a little race of their own. Packs all spread out. Potter McPart's finished the race. Congratulations to him. We'll see if he can keep that up next season. Next race. 12 rounds of this season. This was round 1 at Bathurst. So Potter McPart being the winner. He did start in pole position as well. So L game also now finished with Purcell. So watch Jambu just come across the line. Cashman now being chased by Street Boy for the 5th position. I think Cashman's going to keep that. Yep, only just by 2. Oh, so close. NGR 30 now finished. Timmy coming across the line. Oh, Timmy ran out of fuel. Oh, poor Timmy. Lowy now just finished. And Dangly Balls has also, unfortunately, run out of fuel. So we'll just watch him rolling around the last few corners. He might not even make it over the finish line. Everyone pretty low on fuel, if they've got any at all. Watch him squishing out for MRC Angly Balls to come across the line, finish his race, and there it is. There's the results, people. Congratulations to Potter. First round win of this 12-round series. This is season 14 from Next Gen, the team versus team, and this was Next Gen versus MRC, 12-round series. It's sponsored by DAE Engineering, David Appleby Engineering. They've been kind enough to offer 2 tickets to the British GT race with Garage Pass as well. So that's pretty good, and that's to the driver that scores the most points across the 2 classes. So this is the Pro class you've just watched, and the Pro-Am is running in another lobby right now. So the guy who scores the most points across either of those lobbies wins the tickets. So yeah, you know, thanks to David Appleby for that. They are responsible for a lot of GT cars, but the one you'll know the most is the Invictus Games Jag. You know the one, the beautiful one. That's the one, the Invictus Games Jag. Rightio, people, that is the stream over. There will be another race taking place next week. That is at Monza, and that is a double sprint race. So the first race will be 10 laps, the second race will be 18 laps. The 10-lap race, they start with a full tank, and they can use any tyres between racing soft and racing hards. And the second sprint race is 18 laps, and they start with half a tank, and they must use 2 tyres, 2 types of tyres. So tune in next week, and we'll see if Potter McPot can keep his winning streak of 1 keep going. Cheers, guys. See you all later.